Bonafide Hustler here, and we have another walkie-talkie episode. On these episodes, what we do, well, I walk around and we talk about 2 reselling subjects and then 1 health-related subject. So yeah, it's almost 100 degrees out here in Austin, Texas. Just spent 2 hours doing reels and posting and all kinds of stuff. Still got a lot of other things to do. It's like 2 o'clock during the day. And yeah, so that's one of those things. I kind of do these right after I am in front of the laptop for a while. And I just ate too, so a good postprandial walk is definitely amazing. Okay, so let's talk about the first subject, and that is, it's not really a subject, but it's more like a tip. And that is, if you want your reselling business to grow, I like to do these things called cheddar avalanches, right? What that means is you look at the statistically best time, is that the right way? Anyway, of when buyers could be looking at your stuff. And for me, that just seems to be like a Monday through Friday. So if I want to set up a cheddar avalanche, what I do is I make sure that I relist and renew all my things on a Monday morning. When it comes to eBay, I take like Saturday, Sunday off from posting, and then I start posting other items Monday through Friday. And I think it gives, at least in my life, the best chance of making regular, everyday sales. So that is what I call a cheddar avalanche. It's like setting yourself up for success, but looking at it strategically to where most of your buyers are going to be focusing on your stuff, right? Monday through Friday is, I look at that, especially with like reels, for example. Like I want to post 3 times a day, and I'm going to pick the statistically best time to post where people are more than likely going to be on social media. And the same thing goes for when you are, trying to sell things on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or something like that. Kind of want to make sure that all your items are ready to go from like a Monday to a Friday, because I think that's the time where a lot of people, they're not like, going somewhere on the weekends, soccer games, the beach, like taking trips, watching sports. They're actually now back in their little life circle of home, kids, whatever, partner, and they're repeating the same kind of things over and over, which means they likely get on the phone, in bulk 3 times a day. So if you're trying to sell something to them, you just gotta make sure you set up your avalanche to accommodate for when those people are going to be looking the most to buy something, if that makes sense. So that's tip number 1, cheddar avalanche. I love playing with it. As you guys know, I'm analytical. I like numbers, and it definitely works for me. Number 2 is, oh my God, it's getting hot. This is no joke. Okay, so number 2 is, if you are a reseller, right? And you're good at it, and you have your systems, and you have your flow, and you have your tips and tricks, and you have your gold mines, this is what I think you should do. And I speak at it from a level of professionalism, experience. I think you should get out there and make content based upon that. It could be long form, it could be reels, it could be showing people your tips and tricks, your gold mines, all that kind of stuff, because it's just really amazing what happens when you have that abundance mentality, not this mentality where I'm only going to hoard all these things and I'm not going to tell anybody any of these secrets. And I don't know. My entire life has always been abundance mentality, and it has paid off in spades, Anytime I feel hoarding or scarcity, man, it just changes my energy, and it doesn't end up being very good. It attracts other people like that. And those people are typically sarcastic. They're haters. They're lots of weird things, and I can't subscribe to it. I just can't. As a content creator, I make content, and I think it's good content, and I put it out there, and these people will come, not all the time, but like they're there, and I engage with them. I don't care, but I won't let it like tear down everything that I fundamentally believe in. So if you're out there and, you're a good eBayer, or a good antique person, or maybe you're excellent at flea market stuff. Perhaps you're really good at selling books, and you have your own ways and strategies and flow and SOPs and all that. You have certain apps that you might use, and you have subscriptions that you're getting billed at every month or whatever, and it's working for you and it's making you money and you're happy. I think the next step is to share that with people out there with the tools that we have that are so great and they live right in your phone. Yes, so that's just, I guess, another tip. If you're a reseller and you want to just take it to the next level, be brave and get out there a little bit. Okay, the health related topic. Now clearly I'm walking and I'm trying to get to 3 or 4 miles an hour, and it's uncomfortable. It really is. For the majority of people that are probably watching this, your main hindrance, should I say, and let's just talk about fitness, but your main hindrance is probably going to be movement and being a little overweight. I've met a lot of people in the reselling game, and they kind of share the same thing, and that's okay. What's not okay is not to do anything about it. What's not okay is to not be in the know of some of the simple levers that you can pull in your life that'll change everything. Change your weight, change your mobility, change everything. Once you start moving, and once you can start moving efficiently, man, the world truly is your oyster, So when we look at the top 3 things that truly get in someone's way, and if you don't know about these 3 things and how damaging they are, they're insidious, kind of like that movie. They're so insidious that if you're not really thinking about it 100 times a day or 1,000 times a day, it'll get you, right? So those 3 things, first of all, the food in the country, not that great. Even if it's marketed as being terrifically healthy for you, the key is to get better food. Find a better source and make things happen. Truly make things. How do I explain this even further and simpler? Create dishes. Make your meals. Stop going to Chipotle thinking it's healthy. Just get out there and start making it happen. If you're going out for your meals, and if you're always spending money on that kind of stuff, then a lot of cars on this road, then it's going to be much harder. And the reason is you've let go of control of maybe something you really want into someone else's hands or a corporation's hands. And corporations are always got the lowest graded ingredients, incorrect portions. It's awful. So start making your food. That's number 1. Number 2 is going to be, you just need to move more. And not suddenly for 30 minutes a day, multiple times a day, right? Multiple times a day, take a walk, move, join a gym, do a class. And if you're I don't have time for that, I promise you, you do. Do a time audit on your phone and see where you spend your time on. I promise you, you got the time. So that's number 2. You got to move more, right? Because if you move more, it's really tough to get overweight. It's super hard. If you eat better and you make your own meals, it's really difficult to, be overweight. So that's 2 of the 3 things. Number 3, trying to stay on topic here, but number 3, I would definitely say would be sleep better. Look at your sleep as the number 1 supplement that you got to improve, and it costs nothing. You just have to get smart about going to sleep, and at the same times every single day, and look at things that disrupt sleep and get those things out of your life, because sleep is everything. Sleep affects your hormones, affects your cortisol, affects everything. If you're not recovering correctly through sleep, then you are actually basically waking up with a scrambled brain. You're waking up with the same or more body pains. It's just terrible. It's literally the number 1 supplement that you can improve right now, and I can't even sell it to you. It's free. You have to get better sleep. That's the truth. Okay, so we're at the end of the walkie-talkie, and one thing I want to say, if you've stuck with me for that walk, and you want me to talk about something else reseller oriented, or you have something bugging your brain, you want me to get my insight on it, put it in a comment below, and make sure you put some fitness stuff in the comments below, and I'll make sure to include that on the next walkie-talkies. But I'm not a huge fan of these walks. not like the camera thing, but just like walking in general. After I get into a flow, I could get in front of a computer for 4 hours, right? But at the end of the day, it's unhealthy. And so, yes, I'm forcing myself to walk more. Obviously, I ride a whole lot of bikes and go to the gym, but forcing myself to walk more. And one of the easiest ways that I can enjoy this, so I'm not going to listen to an audiobook, although sometimes I do. I'm not going to listen to music, although sometimes I do. But one of the ways that I'm enjoying these walks now is talking to y'all and making these videos, and then making other random videos and putting it on my fitness channel. Time to turn around. So yeah, I found a way to enjoy the walks, to where it spreads a good message, and just it's kind of like work, but I'm walking. So anyway, that's just some insight on these walkie-talkies and making something uncomfortable something that you might enjoy by just looking at it differently, or just doing a different habit while you're doing the very thing that you don't want to do, So anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you on the next one. Goodbye.